Alright, this is my third attempt. I look like a mess right now because today was not really a good day for me at all. This whole week has not really been good for me at all. So, well, I'm not really mad as much as I was. I may seem heated talking about this video because I'm definitely not happy about this week. This week has just been nothing but a whole shit show, you know. What am I talking about? So, we're gonna go back to the whole week up to today being just building a skyscraper of just a whole skyscraper full of shit, you know. Just literal feces all week. It's just like one floor after another, after a bunch more, after, we're building the fucking tallest building in the world full of shit due to how much crap I get just this whole week, So, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, pretty much the only thing that started this week of disaster off was, same shit. Michael, I've talked about it in prior videos. He's the one who basically just lit the lighter to the fireworks, to the bomb, to light. He lit the fuse. He lit the fuse, and the fuse, long fuse that just, lights a lot faster, but it's just lit by faster by a lot more things to basically a bomb. No, that's not right. You know what I mean? Just like, I can't even make a metaphor for this one, personally. I can't even make a metaphor because this week has just been so bad. I can't even make a joke about it. I can't even put metaphors. I can't even put figurative speeches in. It's just been such a shitty week for me. It's just been such a bad week for me, just to where I can't even be funny about it, and so anyway, Monday and Tuesday, we're just Michael, and of course being the beginning of a long week. Monday I felt pretty good about, but I don't know, because it was the 28th, and my birthday was in a month, and August is ending this week. Today's September 1st. It's Friday. I'm going to build up to this point. So, basically, to keep going, August 28th was a month before my birthday, so I felt really good about Monday, right? So then, of course, Michael, picking fights with him in the bathroom. Basically we just roast and argue with each other. That's all we do in the bathroom. He makes fun of me. I joke with him. I always tell him too, I'm just kidding, about the shit I say. I'm not trying to attack you personally. I do let him know that every single time. I do let him know that I'm not trying to actually pick on you. I'm just poking fun because, it somewhat gets on his nerves, but because the shit he does to me gets on my nerves. And he knows I don't like certain things too, but he just doesn't stop. So, yeah, Monday, Tuesday, he has a pigeon walk. I'll joke about his pigeon walk, his half a brain tumor. Like he really has a half a brain tumor. The fact that he wants to be what kind of dog he would be, I tell him a French bulldog. Whatever. I would do the French bulldog talking noise, and that was Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday kind of began the same thing, except finally, a job wasn't done for Michael. A thing wasn't done. So who did they ask to fill in after him? Me. I have to pick up what he left off, which, I wasn't too very happy about. Which, basically, Wednesday, I had some other news come up that basically, I'm going to keep quiet on about the Army for right now. Some shit that I'm debating on about that, is all I can really say. Because people will not understand what I'm thinking of on that. People will not understand. And I'm not saying that as like I'm irritated, because kids will be like, you just don't understand me. And like a kid's pissed off about something, like no one understands me. Michael, in a nutshell, talks about his bullshit. I tell him I don't care. Just no one understands me, I'm not saying no one will understand me like that. People will not understand why I'm basically deciding not to join the Army because I don't want COVID shots. I don't want COVID shots. I don't want booster shots. I don't want something that's mandated to basically, like get a flu shot. If a COVID is just another form of the flu, get a flu shot. I survived COVID. I have a good immune system. Why does it need to be mandated? Why does it need to be enforced? Blah, 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 all that crap that we've all heard before. And the Army wants people to do that. And my mom told me that, and she doesn't blame me if I don't go to the Army. She told me I really don't blame me because she doesn't agree with COVID shots either, and I don't at all. So I just, that's basically it. I tell someone from work, I tell Pops about that from work of why I'm changing my reasonings. He says, well, just fucking do it anyway, like, don't let that stop you, just fucking do it. It's just a shot, and it's just like, that's not what I need to hear. That's not what I need to hear. I knew that was going to come out of his mouth. Yeah, it's my decision to not go anymore because of some fucking shots. It's like working at the hospital, I'm not working at the hospital because I don't want to wear a mask. I don't want shots. So, yep. That's what I'm talking about, so of course now that spark is somewhat gone, and I don't know, I'll probably still, that's another thing of why I say debate that, because I still want to go. I've come this far to talk to my recruiters, and it's just like, now I'm throwing that out the door after so much time has gone by, it's not right, it's really not right, that this is all playing out the way that everything is. But anyway, I heard about that on Wednesday, about that news, that my mom basically just wasn't too fond of that idea of COVID shots, and I'm just like, you're right, you're right, and I just, no, so Wednesday comes around, same typical start bullshit about whatever, and, with Michael, same old crap, or he's talking shit to me, I'm talking shit to him, he's talking about the same bullshit that comes out of his mouth that he denies he talks about all the time, and finally, the day goes by, and, pretty much, like I said, a job didn't get done, and, basically, I got upset with them because they asked me to do it. But I didn't scream at him. I didn't scold him. I just told him, dude, like hopefully next time I don't have to pick up after you. And he just kept denying that that he wasn't owning up to it. I did do the floors. Well, why are people asking me to do the floors for you? And he got so freaking offended that he went and tattled. Bitch move 1. Second bitch move, he tattled to Ron. Of all fucking people, to Ron. Instead of owning up to his mistakes, not even talking to Greg or Tabitha or even Valentina, he goes to Ron. My least favorite manager here that's there. He's not my goddamn manager. And I will keep saying that every single time. He's not my manager. He will never be my manager. That's for sure. And I'm glad I didn't go to bowling because I would not want to put up with this bullshit. So, yeah, he would have made it. That guy would have made it hell for me. Being in the bowling department, he would have made it hell for me. I know it. I know he would have. So, yeah. So he said something to Ron, and basically Ron went to Pops, and Pops came to me telling me that he had my back. Thank you, Pops. I appreciate that. I did tell him that. I do appreciate that. And, that I scolded Michael because he didn't do a job right. No, I was just telling him that, I told him that, but I didn't scold him. I'm like, dude, like, this is not fair that I'm doing your job. And he just kept lying to me. He kept lying to me about how I did do the floors. I'm like, sure you did. I'm like, sure. I'm like, you didn't, dude. You didn't. Sure you did. And he just got pissed off. And I just told him to go home. Just go home, dude. Just go home already, bro. So. Yeah, so. Basically, yeah, the guy's on a whole new level with me now of definite disliking. I didn't like him at all already, but now I practically hate the dude, for that one. I really hate that guy for that one. Hate is a very strong word. I shouldn't be hating anybody, especially when they're very, very badly autistic to the point to where he's pretty much retarded at that point. He's a very bad autistic, like very, very bad on being autistic. So like there's Tony, there's Justin, they're autistic, but they know how to work like human beings. Michael is the dirt kind of guy. He'll have Sandy pack, he'll have infected, touching period blood, and then he'll pick his nose after fucking putting the period blood in the garbage. The period blood little tampons. He'll be holding those in his hands. He'll put it in there. Not that he actually would pick his nose, but he'll like touch his face and scratch his face. I'm like, don't touch your face. I'm like, don't touch your face, dude. That's gross. That's not good. You'll get sick. And then, one time I caught him this is what I see him doing. He's wiping Fast and Furious. Wiping the wheel, same spot, for 5 minutes. And I got after his ass for it. And he just wouldn't own up to it. So, yeah. Basically, he told me to mind my own business. And basically, he's trying to get me to do the same thing again. And this time he brought a manager, and the worst manager, into this situation. So, yeah, I basically really don't like Michael to where I'm not on a joking mood with him anymore. Because I try to be joking, as a coping mechanism. But, I will admit, he never snitched about that. He never snitched about that. Even to Ron on Wednesday. He didn't say anything about me saying anything about his pigeon walk. He didn't say anything about me calling him a furry, a bulldog, half a brain tumor, doing the Doodleberg sex position with a brain tumor. He would do those jokes to me too, about the Doodleberg spank and crank. It's not a real thing. It's a joke from a YouTuber called Pat God that I just fucking loved, because Michael talks about Discord. And since Pat God likes to shit talk people in Discord, I thought it was funny, and Michael just fucking really does not like it. And I always tell Michael, I'm like, hey, I'm not doing it to actually make fun of you. I'm just trying to lighten my mood, not lighten his mood, but I'm not trying to bully the guy. I'm not trying to pick on the guy. I just tell him I just poke fun because, he knows the crap he talks about annoys me, but he just doesn't seem to stop, so So I'll give Michael that. He doesn't snitch about any of the shit we talk about in the bathroom. But he did bring up the fact that I confronted him over a job that he did not do properly. And that I had to do it. So, that was the end of that. So basically now, when I see him next week, even if I'm there, if I could survive the whole week, because I'm already very close to, I'm applying for new jobs, because basically after Michael said something about Ron to me, Ron has been nonstop up my ass every single fucking time he sees me. Not like every single time, but just like occasionally he'll come up to me and start just barking about some stupid shit, about how my shirt needs to be tucked in. Okay, that's fair. And I would tell him my fucking pants, I cussed. He was like, you can't, okay, so first of all, don't cuss. And I'm just like, all right, I'm sorry, and I'm just like, who the fuck are you to tell me not to say what I can say, but at the same time, I blew that one off to try to defuse my bomb from going off. And he just was like, okay, well, you need to buy a belt. And I'm like, you can buy me a belt. I'm not buying no fucking belt. I'm just like, who are people to tell me what I need to buy to work to a place? Like you can give me the money for a belt. I'm like, do you have the money to give me a belt, Ron? And he would choke. He would choke up. He just wouldn't have anything to say. I'm like, well, cough me some money so I can go get a belt. Because I'm not working so you can tell me what I need to buy. So yeah, Ron knows I really don't like him at all. He would be up my ass about that, how my pants, I need, whatever, my socks. He complained about my socks being white. It's like, it's disappointing, how serious managers are about their positions. Like their whole life depends on PJ. You need to wear white socks. The whole world depends on it. Like, that's what he does. It's like the whole fucking world depends on me having to wear white socks. Because Ron said so. Like, I swear, man, it's fucking dumb. It's very dumb. And then they let people get away with wearing white shoes and, not having to wear hats, which has actually been coming back. So I don't want to say that necessarily because corporate's been nitpicking on those little things. But it's like, corporate, go to my actual bosses. Ron, go manage the bowling team, which the bowling team really doesn't like him either because he's a hard ass, but he's not a likable hard ass. Greg is a hard ass, but he's a likable hard ass. I like Greg. Greg, sure, he doesn't really talk to me in a joking manner sometimes, like me and Pops do or me and Stacia, but I like Greg. Greg is like Luke, from the gym, Ron is a very annoying fucking hard ass. He's a very annoying hard ass that I really don't like, it's just the way I see it. It may not sound all that bad, I should just do it anyway, but it's just like, if you were me and you were all these people who quit because of Ron, who didn't like the way Ron did things, and he's very selective towards his people. Like I told him, I'm like, nobody else wears fanny packs, so why should I have to wear a fanny pack? And he's like, nobody else wears fanny packs? And then he plays stupid. He plays stupid after that. It's just like, get the fuck out of here, dude. So, but yeah, so, Ron would be harassing me Wednesday and Thursday, which would really kill my mood for those days. And then here's the, today, it honestly was a very disappointing way to end August of 2023, was to have to deal with people, just making my week very hard for no reason. Michael should have been gone a month ago already. He should have been. And Ron really needs to change things a lot. It's just, if I feel some type of way about the way he tells me to do things, it just irritates me. There's something wrong with that. And everybody else feels the same way. When it's Greg or when it's Pops or when it's Stacia, it's not the same. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. But when it's Ron, that guy's not meant to be a manager. That guy is not meant to be a manager because, if someone really doesn't like a person, and I mean constantly, and they're just constantly barking orders and being selective, with me out of all the janitors. He never bugs Michael. He never bugs Stacia or Pops. In the bowling team, there's this one girl named McSlolly. He only bothers her. He never bothers anybody else. He bothers Dylan, he bothers different people on different occasions, I guess. But so I don't know. I can't judge. I'm not watching the motherfucker all day because I actually know I'm not his manager, which he should actually get in his skull that he's not my manager. So, yeah, basically, what else? Yeah, so that made my week pretty hellish of a nightmare, or actually not really a nightmare. It wasn't scary. Of a very angry week for me this week, and then today was the icing on the cake. Basically, I threw up this morning, which I actually have it on video. I was gonna start making a video like this, and I got sick and I threw up just right as soon as I walked out the door. I had to go gag, and I couldn't stop gagging, and I just got heartburn, and that's when I knew I gotta go throw up, so I threw up, and I'm like, yesterday I was debating I should just call in sick, but I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna knock it out today. And then I throw up, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to work today. So I called out today. And, I better not get any shit about it on Monday, because then I'll be like, I have a fucking video of me throwing up in the morning, so you could shut your face, whoever that may be. I won't be mean about it with Stacia or Pops, but, because I like them. I really do. Oh, and I go and tell Pops about Ron. He doesn't understand, because he was a manager for 40 years. It's just a totally different perspective from two different people, and I never should have said anything to Pops about it, because finally, after the Thursday incident about me talking about whatever, Pops did tell me, I just need to bite my tongue because they'll send me home quickly, and I'm just one ear and out the other, like, yeah, sure, sure, like, okay, yeah, because I know to bite my tongue. But it's just like, once you bite your tongue too much, you're going to chew that motherfucker off, there's only so much of the tongue you can bite, you don't have an unlimited tongue, like a gecko, like a growing limbs back like a gecko. Not that the tongue's a limb, but, you chew a big old chunk off, that piece ain't coming back, so yeah, with Pops, one ear in, out the other, because I had to hear a lecture from him, and it's just like, really, I don't care what people think, once I get out of there, I'm fucking happy about that. But anyway, so today, threw up, didn't go to work today, called out. I feel pretty good about that. So it's a 3-day weekend. So, with it being Friday, September 1st, it starts pretty good like that, right? So then I'm playing video games at home, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, whatever. And Apex Legends, UFC 4, UFC 3, okay. So then, finally, I go out to the store, and my family is not making it any easy for me. Also I hear news of my fucking aunt. Not surprised that she would fucking make a dick move like that, because it's so hard to just get out of here already. She's staying until January. Because she's fucking petty like that. Either she's doing it just to insult us in some kind of way, or she's just doing it because, I don't know, maybe she just would rather. I don't want to judge. I really don't want to keep judging people from my perspective. I really don't, because, I personally think she's just doing it as an insult of some kind, but then she thinks the shit I'm doing is an insult as well, which is, like, she has a mini fridge now because I didn't know it was her jelly, and I ate some of her jelly. I put it on a couple sandwiches. I didn't know it was her jelly. And she thinks I did it on purpose. So hence why I say that, because being the bigger person tries to actually understand the opposing opponent that they're dealing with so they can actually win, you know. But yeah, you know, so she's staying until January, which I'm not surprised to hear about that, which obviously was not very fun to hear about either. And then, you know, got a couple cousins working at the hospital where my mom is, and it's just like, I don't want to hear a goddamn thing about them. If they bother my mom, I'm not going to be very happy. But they don't bother my mom, so as long as they don't, then everything's groovy, you know. So don't, I mean, like, problems wise, you know, they just no more problems, you know. Just do your job. My mom does hers. Yeah, you know, because it's Caitlin that's working at the hospital. You know, her brother Richard is already there, and their mom is there as well. And, you know, she's been there a long time now. She's been there a really long time. So, you know, hey, if they need jobs, they need jobs. You know, they have the freedom to work at the hospital. Just don't bother my mom, you know, which I highly doubt they will, because they're not stupid like that. At least I hope they're not. So, with that being said, yeah, so I heard about that. My freaking turd of an aunt is not moving. It's not moving until January, which is the end of the lease. You know, we're re-signing. She's not in October. And once January's up, gotta bounce. So, hey, you know, whatever works. You know, I'm not mad about that. But, you know, sure, it was a couple strawberries on the ice cream, or not the ice cream, the frosting. But, you know, I'm not really too mad about that. What I am upset about is, you know, of course, I'm trying to have my brother-in-law and my sister be close to me, but things have been changing with those two for a long time. They just really have not been acting right towards me to a certain degree of, you know, they would kick me out of the room, you know, and I don't know, you know, they could just be joking about it. You know, I asked them simply to just hang out with me while I signed my new gun off that I was going to get today, but something got fucked up, so now I have to wait 30 days, which I'll explain more. But no, they would rather not. They'd rather walk around the mall, because God forbid you stay with me in the fucking gun store for an hour. God forbid. God forbid. And so, you know, they ended up calling my mom to go get picked up by them, because I'm not driving back and forward for you guys. I'm not. You know, that's why I told her I'm not driving back and forward. I'm not, because I had to go to Sportsman's Warehouse 3 times. 2 times was because there was a guy there. He's an old guy. He would not do business. He would not, you know, because I don't have my credit card yet. And he wouldn't do it. He, you know, basically you type in your phone number, you do it all there. He would not do that. He did not want to do that. He says he can't do that. You know, I'm pretty sure he could. He's just late. They just said he's lazy. So I'm like, okay, you know, that's fair. I'll come back when he's gone. You know, 4 o'clock, 4:30, you know, because I come in at like 3:30. It's 4:30 now, and he's still there. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to PetSmart. So then I'm like, they got a tarantula there, you know, $40 cage for tarantula. I'm like, I wish I could do that. It's just I don't feel right about the space. You know, I don't feel I have good space yet. So I need to get other things done first. So since I'm not going in the Army now, you know, things can change a little bit. So, but anyway, continuing on to what I was saying. Yeah, I come back for the 3rd time. He's finally gone. And that's at like 5 o'clock. And of course, my sister, my brother, I'm like, hey, are you guys coming down over here? They're like, oh, we're actually going to get your mom. We called your mom to come pick you up. I'm like, or come pick them up. Us up. Them, you know, us as in them. I'm like, you know, the whole point of me bringing them was so they can be by my side. And they just totally just kicked dust on me for that one. You know, which clearly I feel personally slighted for, but, you know, I mean, they probably weren't trying to do that, But it just, some of the things they do to me, I feel personally slighted on. But, I don't think their intentions are to be harsh about it. So, not that they give a fuck anyway about how I'm feeling about any of it. So, really, it's not going anywhere on what I'm talking about. So, what else? I'm going to put my phone on the charger so my phone don't die. So, oops. Damn it. Yeah, because my phone's at like 20%. I don't want my phone to die. So, yeah, so finally I go in and, they were, the big guy, he had no idea what I was talking about. So I had to grab the other guy who was a manager, I guess. I didn't know he was a manager. He's an okay guy. And, they wanted me to fill out the questions and all that stuff. Typical background check shit to get accepted. I answer one measly question wrong. And that fucked everything up. So, now I have to wait 30 days to do it all over again. Instead of doing it right there, like civil people. Just do it over again. And then they kept denying giving me help. They wouldn't answer me what city limits were, because I don't remember what is being inside city limits, because I live in an area that I can't fucking tell, so it's I guess if Puyallup PD comes to the house, if the police were to come over, I guess that's inside city limits, and if it's a sheriff, then it's not. I don't know. And so I just put unknown, because I don't fucking know. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, the Puyallup PD, am I going to track every single time the police had to come to our house due to us getting into a fight, or, us calling the police on our aunt? Do I have to be like, oh, the Puyallup PD is here so they can fucking get rid of my aunt? Because, when everything started back in April, we had to call the police on our cousins. We had to do the nice route because they were causing hell for us while they were trying to get out. Which was hella rude, but since when did they fucking care and know how to act like grown-ups? So, with that being said, trying to think. Trying to fucking think. What am I talking about? Basically, yeah. Anyway, I answered the question wrong, and they weren't willing to. Basically, they couldn't answer the questions. We can't tell you the answer to that. We just, I'm just like so I can remember, because I'm not trying to sell a firearm to a felon. I'm not a felon. It's just like, one simple question cost a whole nother 30 days, which means now I got to wait till October. And then I probably got to wait a week, 2 weeks after that. So, yeah, I'm very disappointed with that gun store. It's not the people's fault. It's not the workers' fault. They were not mean about it. They're just doing their jobs. It's just my gun store that I normally go to, they actually give a fuck about answering the questions and be like, oh, you screwed that one up. Just make sure to initial, or they'll just be like, here you go, another piece of paper. Just here, we'll help you out so you don't fuck up your freaking background check, and this gun store that a little baby. Oh, it's a dog. I thought it was a baby. Basically, one question cost 30 days now. And thankfully they didn't have to pay me. The gun's still there. They didn't take it and put it back on the shelf. Like, you're not getting it now. They're holding it for me. They're going to hold it for me. They're going to hold it for me until October 1st. I told them I'm coming back on October 1st, so I need to make a reminder to go back and do all that over again. And hopefully I'll do it properly and answer the damn questions right. And I'm never doing business with them again. Basically, I'm never doing business with that store again. ever. I told them that too. Once I get this Glock, I'm not buying guns here ever again. Maybe if I build enough crap up and, well, I actually originally told them that as if they were making me sit and wait for 30 days, without getting the gun. I told him I'm not doing that, but he was like, oh, we'll hold the gun for you. We'll hold it for you. It'll be under your name. You don't have to pay. You just got to wait 30 days. And I was like, oh, okay. So, it's just like, if a gun store is not willing to help you answer questions like that, then it's just like, what's the fucking point of even going to that place? Because like they say, it's a common problem. Why not stop the common problem from happening and actually help the people get the firearms instead of wasting 30 days of their lives trying to wait for it just so they can buy it later? It's like, what's the point? So, yeah, that ruined my day. And, of course, I go to vent about it to my brother. There's not much anyone could say. I'm the same kind of way, I'm really sorry to hear that, dude. I hope it gets better, or some shit like that, So I'm not upset about that. My sister dragging him off the phone, I was pretty upset about that. And then I called my mom like, hey, so should I, so I have to wait a while. So should I, get an Xbox? Should I get a new dresser, or not a dresser, a desk? Should I get a tarantula? Well, whatever you have prioritized. I don't have any of them prioritized. I don't have anything prioritized for the next 30 days. And really this new gun that I have is not on my list. Like literally I just been buying guns just to I don't know. Like the Ruger Wrangler was not on my list at all. So I just been dozing off. But this new gun, I'm taking a break from guns for a while. For sure. So, but other than that, yeah, so, it's pretty frustrating how everything's going right now about that. So, yeah, I have to wait 30 days. I have to wait 30 days now for that. So, yeah, I got the weekend just to sit here, and I don't know, get a new desk, a cheap desk or something. Because the desk that my Xbox is on and all my crap is on, it's got to go. It's got to go. It's hanging on 3 wheels instead of 4. It's old. It's not holding everything. It's a mess. It's a fucking mess. It really is a mess. And, it's broken. So it needs to go. I need a new desk. I want to get a new Xbox. It gives me some time, 30 days to actually get some things on my list. And other stuff, accessories and stuff like that, so it works out like that, and then I get my phone bill paid this weekend, so I guess, I still got, I get paid 2 more times this month, today, the 15th, and the 29th, so I get paid 3 times this month, so it works out, it'll work out, so, but anyway, yeah, I'm feeling a lot better, making a video about it. Unfortunately, it was just a recap of the whole week, and really today was meant to be about today because it was a really frustrating day, but I just needed to sit in my car and talk about it because it's been a shit show. It's been a real shit show today, this week, and I feel a lot better getting it off my chest, and it's not a ranting video. I'm not trying to scream about it, but, I really could not with today. I really fucking could not. I'm really disappointed with how everything went. And yeah, but I needed to get out of that car. I've been sitting in here for 40 minutes. Yeah, wasted almost an hour doing that, but it's just it's crazy, man. It's sad. It's so sad. But, hopefully tomorrow will be better. I'm going to park a little closer because there's a spot right there in front of my house. So I'm actually going to go park there before somebody else does. And I got to act quick because it's a good spot too. So. Ooh. So yeah, basically this new gun, I meant to say that I have coming in next month now, is a Glock 17. It's a Glock. It's a Gen 1 Glock 17. It's a remake of the old school Glocks. And I'm getting it for the personal reasons as of being a collection firearm. Basically, that's the whole reason I'm getting the Glock 17. Really, I don't need any more Glocks, but, you know, gotta work with what I'm getting. But hey, you know, I get a parking spot in front of my house, so I had to just back up the whole time. But yeah, and on the bright side, I get a 3-day weekend, because really I needed a break from being at that arcade, and I'm gonna get out of there. I'm looking for jobs at the mall, especially just around, one way or another. I'm sure I'll find something. So yeah, you know, now I just gotta survive 30 days. I gotta make sure to market 30 days of whatever today is actually September 31st, technically. So I'll come back a few days after my birthday, because my birthday is on a Thursday. So the weekend after my birthday, you know, but yeah, I'll get it figured out. So I'm parked sticky out a little bit, but I don't give a fuck at this point. I really don't. So yeah, you know, yeah, it's just for the sake of owning as a collector's item. It's not for the sake, oh, it's a shark on the ground. I'll bring that inside. It's not for the sake of a defense weapon and all that. So, oh shit. There goes the shark. Yeah, it's just to own as a collection. It's super cool too. It comes in an old school, Hi mommy, how's it going? Hello, Mommy. Hello, Mommy. Hello, Mommy. Well, you're the only good thing that comes from that wicked witch of the west. Oh, Mommy. Yeah, see you around. But yeah, so, yeah, it comes in an old school Glock Tupperware. Unfortunately, again, they're only 10 round magazines. Same bullshit as the 19, 10 rounds because of the law. Yeah, and it comes with 2 mags because it's a old school kind of thing, and it comes in a really nice box as well. It's obviously the old school Tupperware Glock box. It's not like the newer ones, and it comes in like a special box, like a Glock 17 classic kind of thing, not just the Tupperware. And it's new. It's brand new in box as well. Not even open. So the guy, literally the first time open was today. So it's going to be there for me next month. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It sucks that I have to wait a whole month, but it's got to do what I got to do, about that. So with that being said, yeah, I'm gonna go now. I'm home. Probably have a donut. I don't know. Fucking just tired, of today. Wonder if anybody's home in the house. Yeah, I was stuck with that fucking piece of shit until January, so not surprised about that. Yeah. September, October, November, December, January. 5 more months. Literally, we survived April, May, June, July, August, September. We could survive August, 4 months going on 5. Well, we could survive another 5 more months. So, yep, anyway, I'm gonna go now. That's about it. Thank you for watching. If anyone got through 44 minutes of me talking about my day and my bullshit. Why is my AirPods all orange? That's new. Don't know, don't care. So As long as they work, as long as they charge, and as long as they act like they should, I don't care. So. But anyway, yeah. Until then, bye for now. Glad I got this video out. Yeah, it's a long one. Stop.